situations where you are already hurting, and how effective is it in dealing with different people?
My coping mechanism is usually sharing with my friends my emotions. Being expressive with my thoughts is actually very helpful with my mental health. And I advise everyone to be more open so that you will not carry all those burdens inside of you. That is all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Toledo City. Thank you. All right, let's welcome on Miss Eastern Samar. Hello, Miss Eastern Samar.
Hello. Before anything else, can I ask for a bottle of water? I mean, I'm a bit thirsty and my throat is a bit dry.
Waiter! Please, one water. I am here to help you in whatever you need, okay?
Thank you so much.
Preferably with ice.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
Is that distilled or filtered?
I think you should check it first.
Oh, nature strain. Distilled. The water of the Cebuanos. Nature strain. All right, Miss Eastern
so
Samar.
much.
Now, I'm reading here before I ask you your question this evening. Actually, it says that you are the reigning Miss Philippines Earth Eastern Visayas.
Yes, exactly. That's right.
Oh, so we're sisters in Miss Earth.
Oh, I do, but my title is just for the region-wide pageant.
Oh, mine's the whole planet.
Oh, I wish that would be mine sooner.
I mean, who would have thought, diba, that I'd be Miss Philippines Earth and I'd be standing to Miss Earth
I hope I can give you the title one day. I hope you will get it also.
sooner. I'm praying for that, actually.
Okay, but let's start with the title of Hiyas Ng Pilipinas.
Yes.
All right, Miss Eastern Summer, what was the last book you read, and what lesson have you learned from it?
Thank you so much for that question. I'm actually a wide reader, and the last book that I've read was The Purpose-Driven Life. It's actually my favorite book. It was given to me by my mom. I mean, I don't know if it's by my mom or my father, but anyways, the lesson that I've learned, I mean, the greatest takeaway from that book is that I need to take care of myself better. Because as you grow, you have to incorporate self-care and body care within you. You have to give yourself some slack to be kinder to yourself. And that way you'll be able to illuminate the lives of the many. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Eastern Samar.
Thank you so much.
Joining us next is Miss Carcar City. Sorry, Panabo City. Forgive again, Pino. Gore. Hello, Miss Panabo City.
Good evening.
Good evening. You know, you were one of the most interesting ladies I met during this competition because you had a very, very exciting journey here in Hiyas. Would you like to share a little bit of that?
After 13 years, I've met my father through Hiyas Ng Pilipinas. We've done a photo shoot at Cebu Safari and I've met him there. So hi to my father who's watching right now.
So at least free entrance ka na sa Cebu Safari for life.
Siguro.
Yeah. All right, Miss Panabo City, here is your question. Now, you once mentioned you were an advocate on children's rights, especially the less privileged. How will you help address the growing number of street children in conflict with that law?
In my city, I've been working to government and non-government organizations, especially the St. Joseph Bahay Pag-asa. It is a home for children in conflict with the law. At that time, I've met a lot of children when they are engaged in criminal crimes, and I am so into helping those children and how they can be able to have their self-confidence and self-worth to be again, to be able for them to gain that through the programs that we have. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Panabo City. Up next, we have Miss Carcar City. nagdag drums? Or may nagdala ng drums?
Here with me is the members of the LGBTQIA in Carcar City.
Now, a while ago, we heard that you were awarded the Best in National Costume, correct?
Yes. I brought the rotunda with me.
Yeah, I saw. Was it, how, your designer, why would they bring you the whole rotunda?
Actually, it's the most famous landmark in Carcar City. And it's remarkable, I guess, because I won Best in National Costume.
It was remarkable. It was actually very breathtaking, and the detail of your costume was amazing.
Thank you.
So, before that though, let's give a big round of applause to the designers who have been part of the lovely ladies' journey this evening. Okay, Miss Carcar, here is your question. After years of module-based education, and this is you as a teacher, where students are confined in the households and learning on their own, how will you reintroduce physical socialization in school setting?
Honestly, we are now back to limited face-to-face classes. At first, I believe that most of our students are having a hard time in adjusting to the physical learning. But when we get the chance to talk to our students, we ask them first how are they feeling, and then later on we let them socialize with their students for them to be able to feel again the natural way of learning. That's it.
Thank you very much, Miss Carcar. Up next, we have Miss Bantayan Island. Hello, Miss Bantayan Island. Mayang gabi. Now, I heard you are a TikTok influencer with, I believe, 1.4 million followers.
I guess.
Yeah, because TikTok. So my TikTok can get followers. Miss Bantayan Island, it's been, how has it been? Exciting? Nerve-wracking?
I can't wait to finish this competition and actually live with my work, with my studies, and be better.
And start your responsibilities as Hiyas Ng Pilipinas, right?
I probably
Because you,
will.
mindset, you will win, you will win. Tell the judges.
I'm manifesting.
Manifesting. Okay, you are an influencer, a very, very successful influencer. But what is the advantage and disadvantage of being an influencer?
We have both pros and cons of being an influencer, but for me, it's more of pros. I believe that as an influencer, it is our responsibility to be able to show to everyone how it is to become a respected influencer, and that we should always think before we click, and that way we should start from there, and we could overcome greater heights in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Bantayan Island. Yes, note the fake news, Tanong. All right, up next, Miss Davao del Norte. Hi, Miss Davao.
Hello.
Did you find Cebu different from Davao? Is it relatively close?
It's relatively close because they have the highlands and islands as well.
We have the best of both worlds, right?
Best of both worlds, maybe.
Maybe. Okay, Miss Davao del Norte, your question for this evening is, because you are also an advocate for the mental health among the LGBTQIA+ community, what is your stand on trans women or men in sports, and should they be competing in the gender they were assigned during birth, or with their identity as a trans woman or man, and why?
As someone who has a partner who's a trans man, and as someone who has a sister who is also a trans woman, I have witnessed and experienced what they have dealt with the discrimination, and a lot of people not acknowledging them or trying to understand where they're coming from. When it comes to sports, all I can say is they intake hormones that make their hormones almost the same as cisgendered people. So when it comes to playing in sports, I do believe that they have to be in that, because we have to grant them the acknowledgement and the recognition that they are also a part of human beings such as us.
Thank you very much, Miss Davao del Norte. Up next, we have Miss Lapu City.
If you don't mind, may I take the microphone?
Sure, whichever makes you comfortable.
All right, that feels much better. Thank you.
Okay, Miss Lapu-Lapu City, your city is actually known as the resort capital of the Philippines.
Yes, that is correct.
So do you get a lot of GCs?
I do, in fact. Would you like one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Preferably Shangri-La
Just
Crimson. Okay, so Miss Lapu-Lapu City, I have this question for you for this evening. Please share with us your idea of sustainable tourism and how will you make it possible?
My idea of sustainable tourism would focus more on turning trash into fashion. I myself, as a model, have modeled different clothes made out of cloth, and I was thinking, how can we recycle these and make clothes that fit women's bodies and not make women fit into the clothes? And to make that happen, that is why I have joined Hiyas Ng Pilipinas with a very competent team and very passionate people to help me achieve that. And I am definitely looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Lapu-Lapu City. Up next, we have Miss Tagbilaran City. I had to squeeze myself in this tonight.
Hello, Miss Carla.
Hi, Miss Tagbilaran City.
It's nice seeing you again.
It's very nice to see you again also. Now, you've had already a lot of ladies go past and answer the questions. Right?
Yeah, they're
Come
amazing.
closer. I don't bite so much. Okay, does it feel a little bit more anxious if you are in the middle or in the beginning or the end of the start of these Q&As?
I think it's the same wherever you are, you know, because you still get to answer in front of all of our judges. So the nervousness is still the same.
Okay, well, I have quite a lengthy question for you this evening.
Oh my, go on.
Okay, take a deep breath, Sako. Okay. Surfing and learning new things through the internet is one of your hobbies, I heard. Okay, how do you ensure that what you are learning is true and valid, given so many misinformation floating around on the internet?
Well, some things that I have learned on the internet is learning a new language such as Japanese, because I am really into their culture, and many other things such as learning new instruments. And I get a lot of information online to ensure that I know that this information is accurate and true. I always look back to where it comes from, making sure that it comes from credible websites, news, and other posts, so that I'm sure that I know what I am doing and learning. Thank you.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you so much, Miss Tagbilaran City. Up next is Miss Quezon Province. Hello, Miss Quezon Province.
Hello, Miss Carla.
Hi. So, you have a very, very beautiful skin color.
Thank you so much.
You know, it's a skin color that many women would actually love.
Yeah. Thank you.
I try to tan all the time, but I just turn red.
Oh.
So, what can you say to the women that are trying to be white or whiter?
Guys, even with our dark skin, we are all beautiful. That's it. We should accept ourselves, our flaws. This isn't our flaws, this is our asset. So let's accept it and feel beautiful. That's it.
I do have another question for you this
Sure.
Okay. So, Miss Quezon Province, beauty in diversity is your advocacy, right? So, what should be the criteria for joining a beauty pageant?
For me, upon joining pageants, I've learned that beauty is indeed diverse. Regardless of our differences, our color, our sizes, or shape, we are all beautiful. I wouldn't be standing in front of you right now if I don't accept myself. So for me, I think that beauty is indeed diverse. That is why beauty is diversity. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you very much, Miss Quezon Province. Up next is Miss Hiyas ng Carrascal. Hello.
Hello, Miss Carla.
Okay, so are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited, I'm hungry, but I'm determined to do this.
Oh, we're all hungry.
I didn't eat.
Yeah, but Hiyas ng Pilipinas is best in lechon. They always have lechon everywhere.
Yeah, it's hard to do with the swimsuits going around.
That's true, that's true. But you know what, I've been reading about you. You actually were saying, it actually states in your bio that you speak many languages. What languages do you speak?
I speak English, Tagalog, Chabacano, Visaya, a bit of Mandarin Chinese, Spanish, Dutch, and a tiny bit of French.
I can speak French too. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Je m'appelle Carla.
Je m'appelle Louise.
Voulez-vous? All right. Okay, Miss Hiyas ng Carrascal, here is your, because you learned a lot of languages, right? So you're quite an achiever, which is a good thing. Don't ever change. That's a good thing. But how do you handle failure?
I've dealt with failure a lot in my life, and to be honest, people look at you and they see only the tip of the iceberg. They don't see all the struggles that go on behind the limelight. And I want people to know that it's okay to fail. What matters is that every time you go down, you get back up, because it's not about how much you achieve. It's about how much love you put into what you do. It's about the passion, the purpose, and the perseverance to keep doing what you do and inspire others in the process.
Thank you very much, Hiyas ng Carrascal. Up next, we have Hiyas ng Bohol Province. Hello, Hiyas ng Bohol Province.
Hello! Oh wait, I'm kind of speechless. You're so pretty. Oh, thank you.
You're so beautiful too. You actually look like one of the beauty queens that we know. So speaking of which, do you have a favorite beauty queen?
No, not really, because I think all of them are very inspiring and they all have their own advocacies that I look up to.
That's a very safe answer because we have lots of beauty queens
Yes,
in our
sir.
judging panel. Right? That's a fantastic answer. Okay, Miss Bohol Province, you do have one question that stands before you in the next round of competition. You ready? Okay, how will you strike a balance on preserving the beauty of nature and commercializing tourism?
So, in preserving nature, it is really important so that we may bring back tourism, because we cannot have trash everywhere when we have our tourists. And also, during this COVID-19 pandemic, we have to bring back our tourism. And by doing that, we have to work with the government in preserving our natural resources. And so that when we open up the Philippines again to bring back our tourism, we can show the world our Filipino beauty and pride. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Hiyas ng Bohol Province. Up next, we have Hiyas ng Cebu City. Hello, Hiyas ng Cebu City.
Hello, good evening. It's always a pleasure to see you.
It's always nice to see you
Hello,
too.
everyone.
All right, we're standing farther apart.
A little bit closer.
Okay, a little closer. Okay, so Hiyas ng Cebu City. You, lovely lady, is carrying the sash of a city that has produced many and incredible beauty queens. Do you feel any pressure right now?
Of course I do, but the way that I see it, pressure can be a motivator. And being here and wearing the sash across my heart, I can feel the love, and I love you all here. Cebu City, I am so honored to be wearing this sash here tonight.
Okay, follow-up question. Actually, that was just my pre-question. My real question for you this evening, though, because we have heard a lot about you speaking about your advocacy. So, what is the best way to empower women?
I think the best way to empower women is to be a good listener. As a wellness coach myself, I have had the opportunity to be a part and as an ambassador of the Visayas Rugby Football Union, who I believe is also here today. So thank you so much for supporting me as well. I've seen them all grow and be a part of a community that is welcoming, and of course we advocate for education as well. So I think being a good listener and being inclusive, that is the most important thing to having a good community and volunteering.
Thank you very much, Hiyas ng Cebu City. Let's welcome here to the center stage, Hiyas ng Tacloban City.
Hello, how are you? Hope everyone's having a great evening.
We are doing great, actually, aren't we, everyone?
Yes.
excited to know who the top three lovely ladies are going to be from the top 16. Okay, Hiyas ng City. I have here a question for you. Okay, here. All right. You actually mentioned that you like to travel, like you go around a lot, right?
Yes, we go around together with our club, which is called Cebu Overland Club. We enjoy going around, traveling places through cars, off-road, and overland and overseas trips.
Wow, that's the first time I think I've heard that. Like, you know,
Off-road.
Yeah, off-road.
Oh, yeah. You
That's
should
what-
join us sometime.
My husband would agree. The way
Oh,
my
yes.
driving skills are, he would agree.
Yeah, I think
I'm
my
for
dad and
off-road.
him would come along.
All right. Hiyas ng City, because you have traveled a lot already, can you name me the most beautiful place you've ever been?
So the most beautiful place is actually Tuberan that we've been because as we were camping out there, we also do camping actually, and I woke up to a very gloomy morning into where I would see clouds. It seemed like waves on top of mountains, and it was so beautiful. It made me appreciate how the environment and the nature is something that we should value. That is why I want to inspire everyone as well to help preserve our nature, to help preserve our environment, and to value it more, and to do what we can to help save it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Tagbilaran City. All right, let's welcome here Hiyas ng Cebu Province.
Hello, Miss Carla. Good evening.
Good evening, Hiyas ng Cebu Province. Oh, someone's shouting for you. Who is that?
My supporters, I believe.
Your supporters, would you like to take this opportunity to say something to them?
Thank you so much for coming here. You know, Cebu province is such a big province. It has 44 municipalities, and other came from the north and the south, and they came here tonight to support me, and I feel so overwhelmed. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
That's right. Thank you also for the financial support. You guys bought your tickets, right?
Yes, that
Thank
too.
you for supporting Hiyas ng Pilipinas and their advocacy. All right. So you are the youngest, and I'm going to hear a reaction from the crowd right now. You are the youngest of 14 siblings. What is the best advice?
14.
Crazy reaction. 14.
Yeah.
That's a very big family. You must have a beautiful, beautiful Christmas every year.
I
right?
actually have 11 half siblings and 3 pure siblings. So my 11 half siblings are living in Saudi Arabia, so I don't get to bond with them much.
Well, I'm sure you'll get to visit one day.
Yes,
Magparinig na tayo sa Hiyas para dalhin ka sa Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so you're the youngest again of 14 siblings. What's the best advice given to you by any of your brothers or sisters? And did it make an impact?
Thank you. Standing here tonight, everything was not handed to me on a silver platter. I experienced racial discrimination, and I've been through rough stuff. But here I am standing here tonight, breaking stereotypes and proving that younger women can also bring so much on the table. It is one of my sisters who told me that you can conquer everything for as long as you have your heart and you are determined to achieve it. This is me fighting for my dreams, and I encourage you all to fight for your dreams as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Cebu Province. All right, we have 2 lovely ladies left, and let's welcome Hiyas ng Baguio City.
Good evening, Miss Carla. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. So Hiyas ng Baguio City, you've traveled quite far to be here in Cebu. How's the difference between Baguio and Cebu?
Well, in Baguio it's cold. In here it's hot, but I'm really enjoying the weather and the people. They're very welcoming and very hospitable. I've actually enjoyed the provincial tour that we had a few days ago, and I would love to visit again. Thank you.
All right, Hiyas ng Baguio City. You also say here in your bio data, it says here that you're a nurse. So my question for you this evening is something that gets asked for every nursing student or nursing. Did you want to be a nurse in the future? All right. Would you rather work in the Philippines or abroad? And you can be honest. Diba?
Thank you so much for that question. You know, working in the Philippines, it's not really about the monetary or the salary. It takes heart and compassion and dedication in order to work here. Because if you get to spend the time with your patients, you see that they really need help and they need people who can inspire them, empower them, and be able to be an image of hope and strength to them. Because especially during this time of pandemic, we are really struggling with the understaffing in their area. But being a nurse in the Philippines is such a satisfying job, and I would love to continue working here proudly. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hiyas ng Baguio. And we're proud to have you here with us this evening. Thank you very much. And our last but certainly not the least candidate this evening, Hiyas ng Pangasinan Province.
Hi, Miss Carla. Good evening.
Good evening. All right, so you're our semi-finalist this evening.
Yes.
Does it feel at all different, or does it feel weird that after all these weeks of being together, you're now here, one step closer to the crown?
Not at all, because I believe in my ability and I believe that I can make it to top 15.
To the top 5. Yes. And the top 3.
Yes,
Right?
hopefully.
All right, Hiyas ng Pangasinan Province. You're very passionate about working with children. Can I ask you, what made you so passionate about children working in the landfills specifically?
You know what, Miss Carla, as a child, grew up in the landfill and experienced to become a garbage collector. It's my dream to be with them because I experienced the hardships, I experienced the poverty, and I know I'd feel without nothing. So that I want to inspire them, I want to touch their hearts, to dream and to believe on the impossible. Because I want to tell them always that despite that mountainous garbage or whatever negativities they encounter, there is hope for everything. That their future never ends there in the landfill. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hiyas ng Pangasinan Province. I'm sure you have changed the lives of those children.
Yes, and I'm so happy that they are now watching. And I'm so proud, always. Thank you.
Thank you very much. There